Last is Alejandro, please.
Hello, Ruxxi. Alejandro Sandoval here from Level Up. Beyond the result obtained today against Estral, I would like to know what you take away from this split based on your personal and the competitive point of view.
Yeah, I think obviously we had a good regular season, and I think most teams respected us in that. Now, when it comes to after the regular season, most of the failures come down to me. Obviously, I'm a very young and unexperienced coach, so when we came into these playoffs, most of the fault goes on me. My inexperience just caused a lot of difficulties in our series, and I think if I had more experience where I was better, then it would have gone a lot better. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer. Hopefully, we can see the best version of Rainbow Seven next season. Good luck.
Okay, the next question is from Dai from the record. He asked, how much did affect the little rest that you have after yesterday games?
I don't think it affected us at all. I think we went in today with the same energy. Estral, we're just the better team. When I was watching the games, I don't really get emotional when I watch games. So when I was watching with a clear mind, I could just clearly see that Estral were just a more decisive team than us, whether it be today or not. I think actually the last time we versed Estral, I don't think they were actually that good, but I think they actually improved a lot, and I actually respect how decisive they were playing today. And I think Game 5, it showed with how decisive they were and how they played. So a lot of respect to them and their staff for how they played today.
Okay, thank you. The next one is Camina.
Hello, my name is Camina. I'm from South Cayes. My question is this. R7 started the split very well, and today ends the participation of the split. Sorry. How could you evaluate the entire performance of the team?
Overall, it's lower than expected. I think we definitely wanted to be higher placing when it comes to the playoffs. But I think I have great players, and I think the only one that you can call out is the inexperienced member, which is myself, who, in playoffs, I don't have experience. So it's mainly just, I think the players deserve to be higher, and I brought them down.
Thank you very much for the answer, and good luck for the next split.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, the next one is Pedro.
Hi, Ruxxi. Is Pedro from Sentinela and ResetMX. Nice to talk with you again. Sadly, in this condition, right? This is the final match that we saw that we saw with Rainbow Seven in this split. So, what are your final thoughts about this journey called the LLA? Not only in the Rainbow Seven side, mostly in your personal side. What are you thinking about this final match and the end of your participation in the tournament?
Yeah, I think throughout the split, I've learned a lot, especially from the other coaches in LLA, like Yang and Yeti. You can follow in. I'm sure there are many other coaches out there. Anytime I'm drafting against them, going on stage, or whether it be scrims, I always love watching the teams and learning from them. So thanks to them for their experience that lets me learn and improve from them and their ways. So yeah, but for me, coming to LLA, it's been a great experience. I think everything Rainbow Seven gave me, as the ownership, Biblos and Roll, and the staff I work with, Alex, and my assistant coach Kiao, everyone's been great to me, and I couldn't ask for anything else more. The only thing I look at for myself is just that I could have done a lot better, and obviously my inexperience showed in playoffs, and hopefully next split with the learnings that I have from today, we can place a lot better.
Thanks so much, and the best of success for the next split.
Okay, the next one is Bismarck.
Hello, Duxi. My name is Bismarck from Grill Esports. And my question is, what is the lesson that you stay from this tournament? Can we expect to see you here next season?
I'll say the lessons I mainly learned is just preparation and adaptation in best of fives. So obviously for me, when I'm in a best of five and you're going game after game, it's important for the coach to keep a clear mind and to control their team and to lead them in a way in a series that the team is always has a clear direction in where they're going, and that's something that I think I learned through this split, and that I saw from other teams as well when I was versing them. So yeah, I think that's the main lesson for me.
Thank you so much for your answer.
Okay, the next one is Facundo.
The obvious problems. Hi Ruxxi, I'm Facundo Dominguez, FD News. Well, how do you feel after this whole weekend?
I mean, obviously, it doesn't feel the greatest to come back from our first sweep and then go to Game 5 today and lose, but I think we played our best, so I can't really ask of anything more. I really do think that was our limit, and we played to our limit, and we lost because Estral was just a better team. If I was a better coach, I think it could have gotten a lot better since the beginning of playoffs. But yeah, I think there's not much else to say. Just the weekend was. I mean, now it's not good. So yeah.
It was like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it was good yesterday and then today. I mean, I just got out of the series, so I can't really describe my emotional state. But generally, I'm usually a pretty calm person, so I don't really get emotional even when I watch the games, or even after we lost Game 5. I don't get really emotional. It's good for me to focus on what went wrong and not worry about emotional factors as a coach. So I'm mainly focusing on what I can do better afterwards and learning from it.
Thank you, brother, and see you next time. Well.
Okay, the next one is from Miguel from Código Esports, and he asked, we saw a little synergy between top and mid with the rest of the team. What failed in the communication with the imports?
I don't think there was a failure. It's really weird to say that because when I look at our macro setups and what we do on map, it's pretty much communicated very well. I think the thing, maybe it seems like that, but it's not actually that the communication is an issue. It's actually the execution. So when we are making a play happen, the communication is great. Everybody knows what we're doing, but because it executes poorly or it doesn't go well, that doesn't mean that the communication was a problem or the synergy or anything. So I don't think it really was a communication problem or anything with the imports. I think it's mostly just we just didn't execute well. Sometimes, I'm sure you guys see plays that work well and you're like, oh wow, like great. And then if it goes badly, you're like, oh, what is this guy doing? Are they speaking to each other, right? We are a team that continues to take risks. If it goes well or bad, it doesn't matter. We keep taking these aggressive plays, and yeah, I mean, sometimes they're going to go great. Sometimes they're not going to go good. Like if you remember Game 2, I believe, when we had a very good TP play top, that went well, right? And other scenarios it didn't go well. So nothing to do with the imports having any issues with communication. It's just sometimes you go for a play and you don't execute it well.
Okay, thank you. The next one is Lisandro, por favor.
Hello, Ruxxi. I'm Lisandro from the National University of Entre Rios in Argentina. My question is, after this split, after this loss, it was a difficult series for both of the teams. How do you see yourself and the team for the next split?
I mean, obviously, we're going to have to take it in now that we just lost. But then after that, obviously, we're just going to keep working. And I think I know exactly what our issues were in this series and game. And I know exactly the issues that I have as a coach that I need to improve on if I don't want to hold my team down. I think even though we could play better as a team, if I had better coaching leadership skills and experience, then I don't think any of that would have mattered. But hopefully my team can be patient with me, and when we go into next split, I can lead them to success. And yeah, I think we already know what we need to work on. So yeah.
Thank you for your answer, and good luck in the next split.
Okay, the next one is Matias.
Hello, Ruxxi. I'm Matias from Todos Esports from Argentina. You end the tournament no not the way you like it, but there is a record you have in this season, the longest winning streak in the LLA. So you think that there are things that you have to keep for the next split to repeat it?
I think I have a general philosophy. I don't usually like to share my coaching ideas or how I like to lead my teams or strategically what I like to say it. So, yeah, it's going to be probably the same. Like, the only thing I'm going to say is, like, I like my teams to play aggressive and be very fearless. So, I think, yeah, in the regular season, we did a good job with that. I think heading into playoffs, there's definitely a bit less of that. So, yeah, I mean, going to next split, the regular season, honestly, I already knew from the beginning that didn't matter to me. I went into every game, even when we were 10-0 that, or 10-1, that like, well, I don't care if we win or lose. I just care if we're playing our best or if we win. I've said this before in multiple interviews. So, like, yeah, I don't really care about the regular season wins. I don't even care that we win or lose playoffs. I just care that we played our best and I did my best. So when it comes down to that, yeah, I mean, next split we're gonna do the same thing. And if we go 7-7, 0-14, or 14-0, I could care less. It just comes down to if we're playing our best.
Okay, thank you, Ruxi, and good luck for the next split.
Okay, the next one is Hona, please.
Hi, Ruxxi, here, Hona from Prensa Esport. In general terms, what do you think that the team could never feel comfortable during the playoff? And about today, how do you evaluate Septet performance in this series?
I think as a team, we were kind of slow to ramp up. I think actually, if I'm being honest, there were a lot of draft adoption issues that made us a bit slow to win our first games and whatnot, and also just in-game decisions. So that comes down to me. But otherwise, I mean, the issues that we displayed in our games in the playoffs are just, that's our best. That's it. There's nothing else to say. Like, I already understand our mistakes, and I'm not going to say what it is because even though we're out, I don't like to tell other teams what our issues are. I still believe we have some very nice strengths to our team when we play on map, but yeah, I mean, when it comes down to just, you know, some decisions in game, just not as decisive as it could be, and that showed from scrims to stage, and I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that was our best. Like, I can't just tell my players go and play better. You know, that was literally our best, and I think I'm fine with that. I think even though that was the problem, I think still, if I myself was at a higher level, then none of that would have mattered because we still are a good team, as we showed versus ISG and Estral's very close series. But unfortunately, I wasn't enough to close that gap because obviously the other coaches have more experience than me. Otherwise, set this performance. I think you had some good games, some bad games, but that's just every player. Like, I don't think all my players played well every single game, but that's when it comes down to a series. It's consistency, and I think he gave us that. I think Estral tried to ban out Septet, and I don't think it really went that well. I think if people are thinking that Septet's performance is poor, I don't believe that to be true. Most of the plays that were made were just execution errors. The idea to do those plays were good, but sometimes because he's a very aggressive player, like sometimes he's going to make plays that's going to win us the game, and he does that a lot for us. And sometimes they're not going to work out. You look at Humanoid, look at Caps. These are players I really respect a lot because they're not afraid to make mistakes, right? They're going to go for the aggressive play, and if you go for 10 aggressive plays and 7 of them work and 3 of them don't, like, why do I care about the 3 that didn't work? Because you would have never gotten those 7 chances if you didn't go for it. And when he comes to me and he says, I played so bad, or I made this mistake, I'm like, no, keep going for those plays, because if you stop going for those risks, then we're never going to be aggressive. We're never going to look for those plays. So I would just say to Septa that keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to go for those plays, because if we play like we're scared, then, I mean, why are we playing at all?
Okay, thank you for your answer. Good luck next split.
Okay, Ruxxi, those were all the